I'm letting you know if Pepper clips my Achilles, I'm suing Nerd Soup.
Clips your Achilles?
Yeah, she's getting close.
He stepped on her the last 2 times we've been here.
Yeah, dude. Why don't you watch your feet?
Bro,
Watch where you're stepping.
I didn't think she gets up that high. She's only like the 3rd step from the bottom.
She can climb the steps. She's just a good girl.
I go up and down those stairs all day. Haven't stepped on her once.
I got bad depth perception, I guess.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Nerd Soup Podcast. I am Bo Oliver, joined here today by Aaron, the Nerd Soup Monkey, and Teddy, the Nerd Super. Yeah. And we are back to talk about the world of movies, TV, video games. We have stories in all 3 of the main categories. We actually have a shit ton of stories. We didn't even ask for fan questions. Should we? I don't know. You can listen to this podcast on YouTube, Spotify, iTunes, Google Podcasts, and, of course, follow us at Nerd Soup on all the social medias, Nerd Soup Monkey, Teddy Nerd Soup, and Bo Soup. Also, follow me on Letterboxd at Bo Soup. Didn't really do a good job last year of being active on Letterboxd, but this year I'm making more of an effort.
2021, man.
Log all my films. Yeah, 2021.
I've watched like 10 since I started it. I haven't logged one.
What are you doing?
I don't know.
Maybe. Supposed to log them, little review?
Well, now it's like, if I do it now, then I'm just throwing a bunch of movies out there.
It's only January, like 15th?
Yeah.
Start it up.
Yeah, just start up from if you watch a flick tonight. What are you watching tonight? You're watching Cats, right?
Nah, Islanders season starts tonight.
Oh, God.
I saw Promising Young Woman. Is that 2021 or 2020? I don't know. How do we do this?
When do they come out?
I don't know.
It's weird. It's weird because these movies that some people have already seen them. They came out in some places.
Oh.
Or they've been pushed back. They're 2020 movies that have been pushed back to early 2021. Mm-hmm. But I still think they're going to qualify for the Oscars, right?
Yeah.
Because that window was expanded.
It was really good. I liked it. Should I ask for my money back?
Why?
The recliners weren't working.
Really?
Yeah, it sucked.
That's annoying.
See, I could see Teddy asking for it back, but
yeah,
not you.
I'm calling the manager out.
Yeah, I don't know if you have the balls to do that. Teddy definitely does.
I'm getting a free ticket
because
again.
you didn't, right?
No, but I was upset about it. There were big seats too, and you can like lift the arm, so I was able to maneuver a little and like.
Did you try and switch seats, or was it too packed?
Well, it's like COVID.
It's just him.
It's COVID.
In an empty.
So like,
What
does that matter if it's an empty seat?
Because they block the seats.
Oh yeah, they do block the seats. Right?
So
yeah.
With what, a piece of paper?
No, it's just like you're not supposed to, and
the recliner is sometimes the recliner can knock you out, man. That could be a blessing in disguise.
It was my seat, and the seat next to me too wouldn't recline, so it was a mess.
I can't fall asleep in the theater. I don't know why.
I wasn't trying to sleep.
Shut the fuck up. How many movies you fell asleep on where I've had to nudge you?
You know, one movie I went to.
Movie theater popcorn though. Oh, yeah, mama.
I
that must have been nice. Yeah, that first crunch
was banging.
One theater I went to, we had a blackout.
You're like, it takes me back.
A blackout and everything. All the power went out. So the manager gave everyone in the theater free tickets to like another showing, but I ended up getting lucky. 4 movies in a row, the guy never took my ticket. So like I would just show him, hey, I got a free ticket for tonight because the power went out. They gave us free tickets. So for 4 different movies I went to, the guy never took my ticket.
That's awesome.
So I had a free movie.
Yeah, that's on them. Hey, yeah. If they don't take the ticket, what are you supposed to do? You're not gonna throw it out.
Yeah. Sitting there the whole time, I'm like looking around, looking at everybody, all fucking spread out, legs up, chilling. Not happy.
It ruined the movie for you, right?
Nah, I mean,
Did it knock it off like a letter grade or a number grade, half a star?
Maybe, I don't know.
Recliners didn't work. Maybe it would have been a masterpiece if they did.
See, I like the old school.
So having the Irishman, man.
I like the old school theater, like the Irishman.
True, yeah.
But it's like...
No, you didn't. You're such a fucking hypocrite. Because a few podcasts, you were like, I don't think I really did like it.
But I'm saying, like, I was expecting that. This, I was expecting recliners. And when it's all around you, you're sitting there and you're just like...
And everyone else is reclining.
Yeah.
Feet up, shoes off.
Yeah, it's just a tease at that point. You can't just get your mind off of it. Well, I hope that we can get your mind off of that terrible experience, Aaron, by talking about our first story. It's actually a universe that you have loved since you were a small boy, since you were a small hobbit. I don't know why I'm doing that voice, but the Lord of the Rings Amazon series. We were just talking about this on another podcast. When the hell are they going to come out with some news about this? Well, they came out with some news. Apparently, it's going to take place in the Second Age, with 8 episodes in season 1 and a $200 million budget for their first season. Apparently, it's going to feature the greatest villain that's ever flowed from Tolkien's pen. That is a quote from the article.
Sheesh.
And Game of Thrones star Joseph Mowley, known as Benjen Stark in Game of Thrones, will reportedly play the main villain, Orin. And also, we have, who else is here? Robert Arameo, who played the young Ned Stark, will also star as, I'm assuming, one of the protagonists, but it looks like he's going to have a main role.
Especially a budget, too. That's a big budget. 8 episodes.
Well, it's going to be like $1 billion over 5 seasons, right?
Yeah, close to $1 billion over 5 seasons.
That's promising.
I mean, Amazon has been steadily one of the better streaming services for television shows. I think when you have Fleabag, Mrs. Maisel,
Man in the High Castle.
Yeah, The Boys, obviously. Man in a High Castle I enjoyed, but this has the potential to be, I think, Game of Thrones-esque. I mean, Lord of the Rings is massive, and it's such a unique universe and fantastical universe, and the fact that they're pouring so much money into it, it's got to tell you that it's going to be at a scale that you would assume rivals Game of Thrones, and I think it has to be for Lord of the Rings. I mean, you see all the type of the shit that Tolkien is able to come up with, and all the high fantasy elements that, if you want it to be not cheap and look good and stay true to what has came before it, it's going to have to be $200 million a season. And
if it looks anything like the movies did, this is going to be amazing too. Do you guys think this can rival Game of Thrones, or was Game of Thrones more of it's new? Because Lord of the Rings is established already. So, like, can this take over like TV, like Game of Thrones?
Yeah, that's what Game of Thrones, man. To come out of nowhere and to grow to that size, it's incredible. But yeah, I think there is an appetite for fantasy, and especially with Lord of the Rings. Those 3 movies are still so beloved. And you talked about the production value of those movies. It's definitely a high bar, but with $200 million, you can possibly surpass it, even on television these days.
Having 3 great movies definitely helps this too. Like, there were no stinkers. There was no reason for people to fall off of Game of Thrones.
Right, no one's going to say, I didn't like The Hobbit, so I'm not going to watch this. The Hobbits are kind of just passable. I think that, you could say that those 3 Hobbit movies, for most people, were better than, like, the 3 Star Wars prequels. And also, they're not very connected, so it doesn't really matter. And it looks like this is going to take place, I don't know, the first age, second age, third age. I don't know anything about this universe or when shit takes place, but it's going to be a different era, right? This isn't, the second age isn't the movies.
No, the fourth age is the age of men, so I think what we see in the movies is like the end of the third age. I don't know. I gotta read the books.
Yeah, and I think this would be it's a good opportunity for us to possibly finally read those books and read that Similarian, whatever it's called, the Lord of the Rings encyclopedia, just to get more familiar with this universe.
The last Hobbit, There and Back Again, came out in 2014, so it's not 6 years, 7 years. It's not that big of a time gap too. I think Lord of the Rings is still relevant.
I think it'll always be relevant. I think you see, like, on Twitter, people talk about it all the time. All 3 of them, just as
Like
rightfully so, the best trilogy of all time. And
they made a shit ton of money too, so it's not like a trilogy that came out was critically acclaimed, didn't make much.
Yeah,
these movies made hundreds of millions of dollars. So I don't think it's a risk monetarily where we're going to pump like a Blade Runner franchise. We're going to do a $200 million movie and barely make your money back. I think that they're going to see a decent return, especially with Amazon. Like we said, Amazon's
big platform.
Yeah, it's everywhere, and I'm sure they're going to market the fuck out of this show. And the YouTubers, are you kidding me? All those Game of Thrones YouTubers are going to cover this.
Us?
Maybe. If we get this and House of the Dragon, ooh, Soup Kitchen's about to be fucking overflowing.
Yeah, Ted's kids are going to college.
Yeah, man.
Ted's going to have 5 kids in 3 years.
All girls.
You gave me one boy.
Nah, I feel like you're going to have like 4 girls.
I need one boy,
You
man.
have 4 girls, they're all going to be just superstar lacrosse players.
I mean, I'll take that.
You're
I
just
guess.
sweatshop
If it ends up like that, I'll take that.
Just do like what Henry VIII did.
I think Elena's pumping the boys out. It's happening. Well, the boys are on me. You know that? The sex is determined by the guy.
In what way?
Whatever chromosomes, genes I give off is what the gender's going to be.
Well, yeah, but it's still 50-50. I mean, you can't put in a word to your body.
I can't. What do you mean? Oh, like a 50-50 chance. No, I'm saying, but it's on my
Right, but
genes,
it's
so
still
if I'm going to put a
50-50,
boy out.
yeah.
Yeah, I know.
He's gonna watch like Tom Brady highlights before.
Just the most masculine shit he can think of. Drinking motor oil.
Paint.
Motor oil.
Cleaning the gutters.
Yeah, so Lord of the Rings. It's coming back. I wonder if Schmeagol will be in this. I like Schmeagol. You guys want to move on to the next story here? It's a big one. It's
Wait,
Marvel.
Is the original
Talking about
cast in this?
comebacks. No.
They're
No, they're
not?
No,
No?
I don't think so.
They kind of downgrade.
Well, did you hear about this? Possibly Chris Evans is coming back as Captain America.
I saw it on the review.
Yeah, I just saw it right now as I glanced down.
That's sick.
Yeah, no, this kind of just came out of nowhere. Started trending on Twitter, saw Chris Evans, and apparently it won't be for a solo movie, which I think most of us expected if he ever did come back. It would be in some sort of supporting role, cameo role. Maybe he's not Captain America. Maybe he's just Nomad Steve Rogers, and we saw a bit of that in Infinity War. I guess the first question I will ask you guys is, do you want to see this, and do you think that his return to the MCU takes away from his ending, an Endgame?
I think only that the second question. I think only Iron Man would hurt how he ended off in Endgame.
Which is inevitable.
Come on, man.
Especially
I was gonna say it.
You're going to say inevitable?
Yeah, I was gonna say it's inevitable that Chris Evans was coming back.
No, I know Iron Man with the multiverse and everything. I would be shocked if Downey doesn't return as that character at least once.
Yeah, Marvel can care less about continuity or not continuity. If we care if he comes back or not too, it's money.
That's what I was saying
It's
about...
weird though, because like they were sorry.
No, it's fine. Go ahead.
Like, didn't he want to focus and try to do other shit?
He wanted to branch
And
off.
now
Yeah.
it's like, oh, if they're gonna offer me enough, it's like
It's where the money's at, man.
Well,
They
he
wrote it-
likes the party.
they wrote him out of the story. I think that they could find a clever way. It's just weird, you know. Like,
So you think it does take away from how Endgame ended?
I think
Or how you feel it is?
Tony's ending in Endgame is more like you said, it's more concrete. Like this one, they left the avenue open, and
Yeah.
with the alternate timelines and shit like that and time travel, there is a way that they can come back, but I don't know. It's like it all depends on how they do it, but
If they do bring him back, I like the supporting role. I don't want another Chris Evans. Well, I do want it, but for a fanboy, I don't want him to come back because he did go off. I did like the way he went off. So
You guys
him coming
can-
back in a supporting role would be nice
yeah.
to see him again because he is a great Captain America.
You guys can hold down the fort for like 2 minutes?
Yes.
Okay.
Were you going to the bathroom?
No, I'm gonna go get a snack. My tummy is rumbling.
This man's taking a
that bad?
snack break.
I'm fucking
Yeah, go ahead.
starving.
Go ahead. We got some fruit snacks downstairs.
What did I eat today?
We had those veggie straws.
I had a wake up wrap at Dunkin', and I had a bowl of cereal for lunch.
That's
Yeesh,
disgusting.
That's horrible.
Yeah.
What?
That's not good.
You buy some. Go to Whole Foods, man.
I have gross.
Quick, easy, 5-minute lunches.
Go to Starbucks. They have a spinach feta wrap. It's really good.
What, you don't like PB and J?
Spinach feta, egg whites, and roasted tomatoes.
Banana slices. Put it in the toaster.
I'm trying to lose weight, Ted.
It's healthy.
All right, get out of here. As for Captain America, no, I think that it depends on how you bring him back, in what capacity, in what movie, in what role, what he's doing in the movie. My initial thoughts are I don't want to see Chris Evans return as his character because I do think it is a very satisfying ending. It's a happy ending for him. But it's a bittersweet ending for us because we're losing Chris Evans, we're losing Captain America, but I think that they've done such a good job of letting the story unravel naturally, and this was the natural ending for these characters. I don't know in what like I said, we don't know what capacity he would come back, but it's not surprising from either party
Not at all.
because
You saw it coming, man. It's just like, how do you leave this ship? So how do you leave with this so high up right now? It's like a wasted opportunity for yourself.
yeah, that's the thing. The MCU is not going anywhere.
Yeah.
And you just made a movie that almost made $3 billion. Are you like eating in the hallway? You might as well just eat in here.
I don't want to come on the mic.
Man doesn't want to come on the mic. Thank you for that.
It was encouraging seeing Falcon and Winter Soldier getting ready to take that new role, and now it's like, are you gonna step on their toes and bring Chris Evans back for what?
In
Like,
comic book movies,
You're pushing these guys forward just to take them back now. Like, why?
Yeah. With comic book movies, you really never see deaths. You never see deaths.
Yeah, ever really, right?
Unless the franchise is going to end, and you know that, like the end of The Dark Knight Rises, even though he kind of didn't die. And the comic books, they never die. So I like the way that they incorporated some realism with their storytelling, where Tony Stark is dead, he made his sacrifice, and Chris Evans, he chose to go live in an alternate reality. And
But this job, you can see this job is taking a toll on them. You never see that in superheroes. You don't see them taking pain like this and wanting to retire, really. And they actually did it. I feel like you never see it, like you just said.
yeah, and they do the same thing in the, Dark Knight Rises. Batman's retired in the very beginning from being Batman for 3 months. It's been enough.
Yeah.
He's ready to call it quits. So yeah, like I said, they did a good job of wrapping up those stories, but it is what it is. It's Hollywood, and they make a shit ton of money. It's Chris Evans' fault for taking on this role, becoming an icon, becoming an A-list actor. And like I said earlier, apparently he likes to party. Maybe he's running a little low.
Isn't the parallel so funny? Captain America, like he had to force himself out, and Superman, they can't get a fucking Superman in DC.
Yeah, it's the team that's constantly winning championships, and they're just bored in the locker room after they win. That's Marvel. It's maybe I want to do something else, and then you realize, oh wait, I'm missing that Marvel fame.
Yep.
I miss the press junkets, and I miss being part of all the memes online and the discussion.
So you're a fucking icon when you're in a Marvel movie, especially a star, man. You're huge.
Yeah, dude. I mean they're the main characters in the highest grossing movie of all time. They're just household names now.
You guys hit all the points?
Yeah, no, we're already on.
We're kind of just like
the Netflix announcements,
beating it to death until you got back.
Yeah, beating it to death. But we can go on to the next topic if you want here, unless you have anything else to say about Captain America.
See his dick pic?
All right. Well, the next story here is the first trailer for Judas and the Black Messiah.
You would think he's Thor with the hammer.
Just so disrespectful to this trailer. Let me get.
I made that joke already.
Dick joke.
I definitely made that joke.
You think he?
That was off
it?
the cuff.
Yeah, that's. Well, Judas and the Black Messiah trailer. It's going to be a based on a true story, a movie based on a true story about the assassination of Fred Hampton by the FBI in 1969. I think it was a 21-year-old Black Panther activist who was. I mean, you read his words and you hear about the people that knew him. He was just a man beyond his years. His ability to speak, his ability to mobilize his followers, and 21 years old. Yeah,
they were built different back then, man.
Yeah, I always think about that people just, you had to mature at an earlier age, depending on how you lived, depending on your life. And I thought this was just a fantastic trailer. I can't wait for this.
Intense.
Yeah, it is.
Very intense. He looked like, you can't help but notice how passionate he looks in this trailer. It's almost like...
Yeah, Daniel Kaluuya playing Fred Hampton.
Yeah, this is like, with the events happening nowadays, it's like, he's into this one.
Well, I think he's a figure that more people are becoming aware of.
Yeah.
More people are going back and reading about the life of Fred Hampton and his influence. So, yeah, no, it's a very timely movie.
I didn't know who he was until this trailer, and we're talking about it right now, so this is going to be nice to learn about him.
Right, yeah, and the story is, I mean, spoilers, it's how the FBI kind of coerced a petty criminal into helping them assassinate him. So, I mean, the FBI has done some...
That's fucked.
Yeah. Some shitty things throughout history, and this is one of their major ones. But yeah, I think you nailed it. It's the intensity of this film. It's going to be something that's definitely not easy to watch.
Yeah, I mean, the cast, Lakeith Stanfield, Daniel Kaluuya, sorry, the granola bar dried out my mouth a little. That was very good, actually. Jesse Plemons. I think that there are three actors that have just been on a tear recently.
Yeah, definitely.
All very talented. I would assume you'll get a lead and supporting nom for whoever is, I guess, the main role and the supporting role. We'll definitely get one of each from what I could see out of this trailer. And like you said, a very intense trailer. I think it's a very interesting story. I'm excited to see it.
Yeah,
I think it's
definitely. And this is a Netflix movie, right?
I believe so.
Well, our next story is about the Netflix 2021 slate. I mean, they announced a shit ton of movies that are coming out. There's the Red Notice action movie starring Gal Gadot, Ryan Reynolds, and The Rock. The Harder They Fall with Regina King, Idris Elba, and Jonathan Majors. Amy Adams, The Woman in the Window, a movie that we've actually talked about. Zack Snyder's Army of the Dead, Lin-Manuel Miranda's Tick-Tock Boom, and the impossibly starry Don't Look Up. The impossibly starry. starring Jennifer Lawrence, Leonardo DiCaprio, Ariana Grande, Timothy Chalamet, Kid Cudi, and Meryl Streep. That's the movie about what? There's like a meteor coming to Earth, right? And they're trying to warn the world and nobody's listening.
Yeah.
The set photos for that look good. I like Leo in a role where he's kind of nerdy. He's got the beard and the glasses, and I think they'll have good on-stream. That's one thing I'll commend Leo for. He always has great chemistry with his leads.
Bro, I just watched Catch Me If You Can last night.
I watched that too recently.
Yo,
it's a great movie.
Leo and Tom are fucking good together. Tom is amazing, dude.
Tom Hanks is fucking amazing. People criticize him that he's always Tom Hanks. So what? I wish he was my dad.
I need more Tom Hanks like that.
My takeaways from that movie is I would be an awful con man.
Oh, me too.
Yeah, that's shit bricks, dude. Once I tried to lie to somebody about being a doctor. Cool.
It helps to be Leo too. Like most of what he gets away with is just seducing.
Yeah,
women. Right.
No, but he's smooth though. Like that movie did to Tom.
Yeah, because he's Leo.
Because he's pretty as hell.
When he called him the first time and he tells him the blind guy was the actual Frank Abagnale.
Yeah. I love when they meet for the first time and he's pretending to be the cop.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's such a great scene. Just skedaddles out of there. But any standouts for this list of Netflix movie? It's going to be a new release every week?
Yeah, they're really pumping them out.
When is this starting? Or has it already started?
Probably already started. I think.
I'm excited for Red Notice, man. I want to see what they do with that. A lot of star power.
I mean,
you don't like The Rock anymore?
No, I love The Rock.
You guys fucking crucified me for disliking Skyscraper.
That was supposed to be his Oscar role, man. No, I mean, obviously, a Netflix free movie with that star power, that kind of action movie. Probably some comedy involved with Ryan Reynolds and The Rock. They have. What were they in together?
Fast. Hobbs and Shaw.
Yeah, Hobbs and Shaw. They had great chemistry in that.
He was very funny in that.
I feel like The Rock has good chemistry with anybody.
Adam McKay is just.
This is directed by Adam McKay?
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. Doesn't that make you feel a bit more optimistic?
Oh, no, I'm thinking of the Leo one.
Fucking Christ, man. Who the fuck directed this?
I don't know. Michael Bay?
Brett Ratner?
I'm excited.
I wanted the transition to the Leo one as the one I'm most excited for.
Okay, sorry.
So,
threw me off there. You got me excited.
I threw myself off too. I'm still hungry.
I can see you're drooling over there, chomping at the bit.
He's biting his gums
right now.
Yeah,
Army Hammer. Also.
The Adam McKay movie is the one I'm looking forward to most. I think with anytime there's like a new Leo movie and Jennifer Lawrence is someone who gets way too much hate on the internet.
I think that's died down because she keeps a relatively low profile. She's not very active, it seems, on Twitter and Instagram, so kind of just get her when she's in the movies.
Yeah.
I think that was a case of someone who became so popular so quickly and then society turns on you.
Yeah.
Because she's fantastic.
Oh, yeah. Even in like some of You Don't Like Mother, I think she was fantastic in that.
She is very good in that.
And I mean,
Mother?
Adam McKay's track record is just recently.
At times.
She's hot.
She's phoning it in. Yeah, she looks good in the blue.
Yeah.
I really liked Vice, and Big Short is fucking incredible. So, and I think he works on Succession a little too, so he's been killing it lately.
Yeah, I like the way that he's kind of transitioning from laugh out loud comedies to more satires, where he's kind of incorporating some dramatic flavor into his films. And like you said, I was a fan of his latest two movies, Vice and The Big Short.
I want to see what Meryl Streep's doing in that asteroid movie. I want to know if she's gonna go comedy, or is that movie a comedy, or is it like a serious movie?
I'm sure it's gonna be like a dramedy.
Okay.
Maybe more comedy because the premise is inherently hilarious.
Can't wait to see what weird edits he does in this one.
Some of his edits are annoying.
And Woman in the Window is one I've been looking forward to for a while. I think we got a trailer, right? A brief trailer, and it got pushed back. So
yeah, I wonder what she's doing in that window.
Just looking.
Cersei Lannister's like, that was me before you, asshole.
It's exciting. I mean, especially after last year having the lack of new releases.
Yes.
With all the HBO Max stuff, and you can argue whether it's good for film or bad for theaters and shit like that. But for just the viewer, I mean, all this free content on Netflix, well, you got to pay for it, but you have it anyway.
It was happening regardless with Netflix, so they were going to drop this no matter what, whether theaters are open or not.
Well, no, Women in Window was supposed to be a release. I mean, a lot of these movies were probably supposed to go out in theaters, but given the climate, Netflix was able to maneuver their way. And so with this, the HBO Max news, it's going to be a pretty exciting year for film fans. And maybe this is something where we look at next year come Oscar season where maybe you see an uptick in viewership because a lot of the big films are going to be coming out and available on streaming services.
And everyone could watch them.
And more people are going to be watching. More people are going to be invested.
This is like the answer to what everybody wants. Everyone always says, like, you can't cast judgment on movies that you haven't seen because not a lot of people want to go to the theaters. So now it's on Netflix. There's really no excuses. I feel like everyone has Netflix. Not everyone, but a lot of people have Netflix, so it's like now you can see the movie and judge yourself.
Yeah, you had that idea, what was it, like 2 years ago, that Netflix or one of these streaming services should strike a deal with these studios and say, hey, we're going to stream our movies for 2 months, for 2 weeks for free before the Oscars, so that people can complain even more when their favorite movie doesn't win, rather than just the one movie they saw when it doesn't win. So, I mean, Netflix they're just coming at theaters next, man. They smell blood and they're taking their chance here, and I'm sure they were going to do it either way, regardless of the pandemic, because Netflix is just huge now, and yeah, it's going to be an interesting year to see how successful these movies are.
Dude, it's crazy. When Netflix first started, you had to go online, pick out like 5 movies you wanted to send to your house, or
I saw poorly
aged
images. It was when Blockbuster adopted the Netflix like order online, rent your movie.
Yeah.
It was like, say goodbye to Netflix and say hello to Blockbuster.
Oh, God.
It was their, like, promo campaign. And, wow.
Ooh, they died off, huh?
Yeah, no, Netflix did a really good job of just planting their flag and establishing themselves as a streaming giant.
Remember when they said Netflix was going to be more selective about the...
Yeah. They're going to start picking and
I guess they are, like...
Well, that sounded like
one new movie a week. There's going to be some stinkers in there.
There's going to be more movies starring The Rock.
Mm-hmm.
That's what a lot of people took that report as. Selective, as in we're not going to do any more dramas. But no, they've produced a bunch of good dramas.
They got the Fincher deal too.
Yeah.
Well, look at this year alone. I mean, The Five Bloods, Ma Rainey. What else was there?
40-Year-Old Virgin.
Yeah,
Nobody Knows I'm Here.
There's another one I just watched.
This is
or that I watched.
I'm thinking of ending things.
Yeah.
Even with TV shows, is this only movies? This slate, or are they dropping
Chicago 7? Yeah, there was.
Oh, they dropping new TV shows too.
Oh yeah, I mean, I'm sure they're. I mean, TV shows is kind of like the backbone of Netflix, I would say, right? That's really what started the binge.
Well, our next story.
Chris Evans just tweeted news to me. With the little emoji, like, oh.
Take that with a grain of salt. That means nothing to me. I mean, he knows how to play the game.
That's probably a Trump tweet to him.
And he's also so active on Twitter that there's no way he's not going to see this, right?
Yeah.
If this is a breaking or
100%.
a rumor. So, we'll see.
Jeffree Star just came out and tweeted that he's not sleeping with Kanye.
That's been on my mind lately, yeah. I've been waiting for that. Not surprised me at all.
No.
Kanye sleeping with guys. No, I mean, hey man, it's 2021.
Yeah,
it's Hollywood.
What's that from?
Everybody's gay sometimes. Tropic Thunder.
Yeah. I kind of want to watch that movie.
Well, actually, a story that we have here now is a story that we talked about last week. Lucasfilm Games. Lucasfilm Games is the name of their studio, has been established, and now they are partnering with other studios, Ubisoft and Bethesda, to work on a open-world Star Wars game produced by Ubisoft and the Indiana Jones game. So this is exciting.
I really want to know what the premise is on the Star Wars game. I love open worlds.
We've heard this for, like I said last week, the Uncharted writer, Amy Hennig, writing an open-world Star Wars game. I guess it's cool again that we're back on this train, open world Star Wars. I mean, like we said, it's so untapped. It's made for an open world game. I want to run around an open world map with my lightsaber.
Yep.
Chopping people up.
Yeah, I want to kill little minions as I'm running, do some missions.
Yeah, force grab and go to my little hut that I have with all my supplies.
You get like a meter. It's like the more people you kill, it's the dark side meter.
Interesting.
I actually fuck with that.
Yeah, I wouldn't hate that. That's kind of what they did in the Knights of the Old Republic, right? You can kind of choose which path you wanted to go on. But I think a great way they could do an open world game is like have different open world maps that you travel to with your ship, and the ship is like the home base.
Yeah.
But Indiana Jones game, I mean, we have Uncharted, and the Uncharted games have been very successful. But
Tomb Raider.
Tomb Raider, yeah. I mean, but this guy is the OG, and people kind of forget that is a Lucasfilm property. That's a character created from the mind of George Lucas.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm excited about that too. I mean, with video games, I'm like, do anything.
Yeah. And you
It's
can
not
do
like with
anything.
movies. Yeah, it's like, give me 17 Indiana Jones games. I don't give a fuck
If they're good.
if they're good. Right.
Yeah, I'm not trying to waste my time playing the game.
And I've made the case,
Stinks.
Uncharted. I enjoy the Uncharted games for their stories more so than I've enjoyed the Indiana Jones movies. So let's see if they can match the Uncharted stories with their game.
I wonder, is there comics on Indiana Jones?
I'm sure there are.
Because
I think they've done some recently with Marvel.
so with the Indiana Jones, wow, with the God damn, I'm saying Indian.
You said it perfectly.
I'm saying Indian. With the Indiana Jones games, are they going to base it off the movies, or can they make their own kind of story with them? Because that's what I love about Uncharted and The Last of Us. They have their own unique stories, So is this going to be more of, if I watch the movies and I'm like playing the movie game?
I would prefer them making a new story.
Me too.
Yeah, I would prefer that. I think you can get somebody who kind of sounds like Harrison Ford and set it in that same era when those movies were taking place, like the 50s and 60s. And yeah, I would like to see a new story.
Yeah, I mean, this news dropped yesterday, a few days ago, that they were making their own studio. So, but they didn't have anything to release it with. So we assumed that we'd be getting some news within the future, and we got this. And yeah, it's to be expected. Indiana Jones wasn't really, because Lucasfilm. You're right. People I forget sometimes that also includes Indiana Jones. It's solely Star Wars when I see Lucas. So
it also includes Howard the Duck.
I'll have to look up Lucasfilms, what they have.
Did you really put this Armie Hammer story on the outline? Told you we're not going to talk about Armie Hammer being accused of being a cannibal.
Why not?
What the hell are we going to say about it?
It's quick quip.
he left set.
He got fired, didn't he?
No, I said he left set, and
Do you know exactly what movie it was?
it was like a rom-com type thing.
Aw, he hasn't done a rom-com, man.
Was
he
it a
really
rom-com?
hasn't.
I don't know. It's
He's
a wild
built for it.
wild story. I don't know if he says it's false. But allegedly, yeah, he's a cannibal and drinks blood and is it's fucking crazy, man.
He's like, I want to carve your heart out, I forget what he said. Something about carving somebody's heart out. And he's like, God, is this fucked up? ?
Yeah, or I mean, it is fucked
I
up.
never admitted this, but we don't know if it's real. What are you basing this off of? A hunch?
No, I'm
Does it
just,
just fit?
Well, apparently his DMs got leaked, but I guess you can fake that any day. But
I could Photoshop DMs right now. I could Photoshop Obama
can you?
don't do that to Barry.
Can you?
eating people.
It's just wild. It's odd, and it's like if it's just like a prank and it's like a joke, that's pretty fucked up. There's some things you can't, to accuse people of cannibalism. It's just,
You know what it is though? That's why I was asking you. Is it a hunch? Because Armie Hammer.
if this was real and it was true, I'd be like,
It doesn't. Yeah,
yeah, maybe.
It's not so far fetched for me because it seems like some of the these weirdos in Hollywood get too obsessed with themselves, and then they start doing weirdo shit. And this sounds like some weirdo dark ass shit that maybe they talk about at Hollywood parties. Now I'm getting into the Alex Jones conspiracies.
I don't know, man, dude. Is Hollywood could be weird, could be different, man.
I think Hollywood is very cultish.
Yeah.
I think there's a lot of things going on that they don't tell us about. And
Being a full cannibal.
well, he probably just got called in by a council of the Hollywood elites.
I bet you they're eating
12
fetus,
guys
dude.
in robes is Michael Douglas.
Fetus.
They're eating fetuses in Hollywood.
Okay, don't. Let's move on.
Wait, hold on.
Why would
Lucas-
you even include this?
Wait, Lucasfilms has they have Land Before Time.
Oh, love those movies.
Yeah, they had Howard the Duck, a lot of Lego movies with Star Wars and Indiana Jones and Star Wars. Juliet,
Howard the Duck sequel. Where is it? Howard the Duck game.
bro.
Could be a possibility. Bro, shut the fuck up. Don't bro that like you know
I'm hyping
Howard
you
the
up.
Duck.
I don't know. I don't.
You know what? That's why you're on the show. That's why you're third in line. You're the Nancy Pelosi of Nerd Soup.
Is that a compliment?
Holy shit, that makes you Pence and meat. Let's move on to the next story here. We have Rami Malek, Zoe Saldana join Christian Bale, Margot Robbie, and John David Washington in the new David O. Russell film. Do we have a premise?
Why does that last?
It's big news, right? Well,
I think
this is our seventh
good
topic
guess.
of the fucking day.
Anybody ask for fan questions?
I'm about to ask right now.
Well.
David O. Russell, good director. What was his last movie? Was it American Hustle?
I got it.
Yeah.
Did you look it up?
Where do you have before that? Oh, Joy, right? Or no, Silver Linings?
No, Joy may be his last movie. I think actually it might be Joy. Joy definitely came out after American Hustle.
Joy,
I know that for a fact.
2015.
Yeah.
American Hustle, 2013. Silver Linings, 2012.
When was Fighter was like 2010, right?
2010, yeah.
Yeah.
How do you know that?
I don't know.
Give me a break with that.
Well, anyway, yeah, great director. This cast is... We've seen a lot of fucking stacked casts lately. I mean, this is... It's pretty fucking stacked right here. Now you're adding Rami Malek and Zoe Saldana to the mix. I don't know check if there's a premise or any idea.
Rami Malek and Zoe Saldana. How do you say her name? Zoe Saldana.
Yes.
Have joined the ensemble cast of David O. Russell's upcoming new movie, I can't say it. The untitled film, in which the plot details are as vague as the moniker itself. Also stars Christian Bale, Margot Robbie.
Could have just said there's no plot details.
I wanted to read what I wrote. I didn't write it.
Yeah, I feel like we could have skipped this.
No, I mean, it's
a good cast.
Yeah, it's a good cast. What, 3 Oscar winners?
I don't know how this got in front of Liam Neeson wants to come back as Qui-Gon Jinn. I don't know how that's not the opening story. Liam Neeson, Qui-Gon on the thumbnail.
That's the clickbait,
Jeez
that one.
Louise. Yeah, man, come on. And Martian Manhunter's gonna... You put Martian Manhunter and Qui-Gon in the back?
Well, it's just go. I would like to be an Obi-Wan.
Back of the bus is
Cool.
a cool kid spot, dude.
It's like Andy Samberg saying, I want to do an Uncut Gems type movie. Yeah, no shit.
I'll tell you what, Uncut Gems...
Masterpiece?
Maybe.
Maybe what?
Maybe it's a masterpiece.
Oh.
That's like, can you get to the fucking point?
No,
you
I'm
asshole?
pumped for the Martian. I love him, bro.
You know what you
Justice
guys
League.
really need to watch? Palm Springs. Andy Samberg is incredible in that.
Yeah,
Have
I
you
watched
seen
it when it came out. Dick.
Sorry. You watch like 17 movies a year. I don't know what you've seen. And you don't log any of them on Letterboxd.
I watch more movies than that. I'm not Teddy.
Okay, this is uncalled for, number one.
Just shots
no
this
need
way,
for these.
shots back this way.
I didn't even say anything, dude.
You got to take a shot back at me.
Stop
Once you
being
get out
pretentious.
more, that's a good one.
All right.
That was pretentious.
He is very good in that movie.
Yeah. Yeah, Qui-Gon, yeah, he'd like to come back. Cool. Is he going to come back? Maybe. I guess like in a Vision or Force Ghost type. He comes back in Clone Wars, right?
Anakin! He says that in Attack of the Clones when Anakin is killing all of the Raiders. You can hear him. He goes, Anakin!
He was in Clone Wars, right?
Yes, he was.
But not Neeson, but Qui-Gon.
No, it was Neeson.
Oh, it was?
Yeah, Neeson does the voice.
Okay.
That boy Neeson loves his paychecks, man. How many takens has he done? It's like, fuck
He's
yeah,
in a new
I'll come
movie,
back.
Unknown, I think, and another one coming out, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, this makes sense. Force Ghost, Obi-Wan getting some advice. That's usually what they're there for.
Yeah. They're just chilling.
And he's very good at being an older Jedi.
Yeah,
Yeah, the wise Jedi.
Qui-Gon was nice though, wasn't he? He was like a very high up Jedi. He was filthy.
Yeah, tell that to Darth Maul.
Well, he got jerked. He shouldn't have lost that fight, dude.
He's like, Qui-Gon.
Obi-Wan screwed him. You kidding me?
Obi-Wan screwed. He's supposed to hold the fort.
He had to make it there.
You're over here big
He had to
dogging him
make it
up, and
there.
as soon as he goes one-on-one, he's over there calling for the coach to take him out.
He got 2 sabers.
Yeah, that is true. You did have a 2-saber advantage. That is very unfair.
And Martian Manhunter in the Snyder Cut.
Right, now this is the actor who kind of plays the, he's like the general, right?
Yeah.
And he becomes their liaison to Washington.
Mm-hmm. When like Amy Adams like goes to meet for like the scoop.
Yeah, I don't remember the actor's name, but he was okay in those roles. And the fact that he's Martian Manhunter is so stupid and ridiculous.
Wasn't that always Martian Manhunter's like origin or like his cover?
He's had some different ones.
Okay.
I know that in one of his covers, he's just a detective.
Okay.
So yeah, I mean, we've always wanted Martian Manhunter.
What's
I
he
thought that
gonna-
would have been the best story for a Justice League movie initially. The Martians invade,
Yeah.
and that's how you introduce Manhunter.
Well, what's he gonna do? Where's he fit into this?
You get scared of fire. That's what he's scared of fire. I know that.
Where does he fit into this movie? This is gonna be completely different. It's not even gonna resemble the regular Justice League.
Well, he's gonna probably
Isn't that good?
CGI or makeup.
You gotta go makeup.
He's probably gonna look terrible with the budget. The way that Snyder's just running up the Warner Brothers account. Right now. Also, I'm putting Martian Manhunter in. We're gonna need $10 million for CGI.
And if you don't mind, we're gonna do a crossover in Marvel.
Like Zach, this is supposed to be 30 minutes of reshoots.
What? The Joker's gonna be in it?
Yeah, Joker, and if anyone's gonna be in it, it's got to be Ryan Reynolds as Green Lantern. That would be amazing.
Yeah. Well, there's also Ray Fisher news.
Oh right, yeah, he
I
released.
broke that
Well,
one.
that's kind of an ongoing thing.
Yeah, we touched on that, but
Yeah. You guys want to go to fan questions?
sure.
You got him?
Yes, I do.
Nice.
That's for the fan to decide.
Yay!
People you call up to the show, you better be ready. That's what you're supposed to do. Sitting there arguing and you're trying to spell your name and all of this other stuff. It's not your show, it's my show. I'm giving you the opportunity to speak your mind. Don't call up here unless you got something to say.
This question here from Chris Eamon. Anakin Skywalker versus Spider-Man. Who wins?
Spidey.
Yeah, Spider-Man's piecing that man up. Sorry.
It has to happen.
Wait, Anakin versus Spider-Man?
Yeah,
It's not even close. Spider-Man would fuck him up.
All right.
yeah. That's what we said.
I know.
All right, man. Yeah, relax. You came in like we both said Anakin in 5. I give Anakin a game. This question here from Rosie. If you could either go to space or have $1 million, which would you choose? $1 million.
Yeah.
Space is
Buy
I'm
my
already
own
in
spaceship.
I'm already in space, right?
Actually, no, $1 million isn't
Bro,
that much.
space would be sick.
Yeah, you're not
I'd go
buying your own
broke.
spaceship.
I'd go broken in a month with $1 million.
No, you quit.
So you'd rather just have the experience of I've been to space,
Yeah.
and you guys haven't.
You can write a book about it.
And make $1 million.
Yeah. No, $1 million. You put it, if you're smart with it, put it in some CDs, right? Invest.
I'm gonna invest in Walkman.
Municipal
LLC
bonds.
Twitter, shout out. This question here from Real Pain Money Face. What is the most average trilogy of all time? Well, I mean, a trilogy that I like more than most people don't really love, the second or third movie, is Pirates. So I guess that could be considered a strong start that kind of fizzled out.
Yeah, like on like average, or like just average all the way through.
I think just on average, because there's
It's like
very-
I got
Matrix
mine.
maybe because the first one's so good and then teeters off, so maybe that kind of makes it average.
right.
I had the same theory on mine, Bad Boys, because the third one was pretty bad, but the first two I think are great.
I guess you could say Thor. I mean, maybe Ragnarok made it so the other two
That's
were,
a good one. Yeah, Thor is, especially the first two, are just so
Yeah.
The only reason you got more movies is because they were just continuing with this universe. Yeah, that's a good answer.
Ant-Man could be one now, if 3 is okay.
This question here from Luis Torres. If you could replace any cast of a movie with the Avengers cast, what movie would it be?
Justice League.
I swear to God, I was going
Makes
to say
sense.
that. Yeah, that is the perfect answer, right?
Or maybe like, what's something wacky?
Dune?
I think doing Tom Holland could play Timothy Chalamet's guy. Oscar Isaac for Oscar Isaac.
This question here from Diego Guzman. How are you guys?
Not bad. I think things are looking up for me.
This question here from Chris Ehrman. Weirdest favorite food combinations?
Cheese and mayonnaise. I know it's not weird, but
That's not so
It's everyone
weird.
else.
But it's just
weird.
like a slice of cheese
Oh,
and
you-
mayo
okay,
on it.
yeah,
It's
no,
not like
that
on a
is-
sandwich or anything.
Yeah, that is disgusting.
Weirdest food combinations. I remember one time when me, like in high school, me and my friend were high, and we were going through my fridge, and all I had was like Eggo waffles and leftover Chinese white rice and ketchup. So we made Eggo white rice ketchup
God.
sandwiches with the Eggos.
Oh, God. That is
We're in bed.
such a college meal. You said college, right?
High school.
High school. Holy shit, dude. Ask your mom for $10.
I think
Go
they were
get a
home.
McChicken.
They weren't home.
They were.
I think all the shit I combine is usually like pretty basic.
Yeah.
Like peanut butter and pretzels, or that's good. You ever dip a nice little pretzel rod into the jar of peanut butter?
Bro, Cobra Kai, the main character Sam did a s'more with a Reese's.
That's
How fucking smart is that, dude? I'm doing that like soon.
This man is just ahead of the game.
You know they say like you dip your fry in the Frosty, or you dip your fry in the
Facts,
McFlurry.
bro.
You ever dip a nugget in that?
Oh, I want
I
to.
can taste it.
It's not
I can
bad.
taste it right now.
It's good.
I could see it, yeah. This question here from Drummer Man. You guys seem to all be Knicks supporters. What's your favorite team out west?
Lakers.
The Lakers.
Well, yeah, because we're also Heat fans, a.k.a. wherever he at fans. Yeah. So just any team LeBron's on. I laughed so hard when Shannon Sharp said that, man.
What?
When Skip was like, "Oh, you're a Lakers fan. Used to be a Heat fan." He's like, "No, I'm a wherever he at fan."
What team do you guys like watching out west?
The Lakers.
Besides them.
No, it's genuinely. It's Nash always used to say this about me. He's like, "Yo, you really like the Lakers." I'm a front runner when it comes to. It comes from being a Yankees fan, where I kind of respect the other sports. Like I respect the Patriots for being able to maintain their success. Respect the Lakers and Spurs. I also respect cheaters.
They get away with it.
I don't mind a good cheater. Actually, I think that makes Belichick even better for me. It's a kid's game. Like soccer, I appreciate what Man U does and their dominance, Barcelona, stuff like that. So yeah, it's the Lakers, and especially now, I think it's the best. It's the best team that they've had, maybe since the show Kobe Shaq teams. Yeah, and I think especially with what the Nets just did, the NBA has got to be just licking their lips at the thought of a Nets Lakers NBA Finals, dude. You get New York, Cali.
Yeah.
You get the two biggest markets. You get the star power.
A shame that we can't go to the fucking games.
Hey, maybe by then fans will be allowed.
You kidding me, bro? I would love. I'm a Knicks fan, but I would love to go to a Nets game and watch those guys play.
Yeah, definitely.
Harden, Kyrie, and KD, bro. That's insane.
This question here from Angus Pringle. What was your favorite movie of 2020? The question only I can answer since you guys don't watch movies. Let me pull up my 2020 list.
I've seen.
Let me pull up
just
what came out in 2020.
Not just as much, but I'm not like far off. For me, it's still Thinking of Ending Things. That's number one. Soul is a close second. But
I've now watched 50 2020 releases, Aaron.
come see me in 2021.
Extraction's up there.
Fuck you, Ted. Yeah.
I hated Extraction.
No, from what I've seen, I'm Thinking of Ending Things is my number one.
I've lied. I've only seen 40 2020 movies. Yeah, my number one is still First Cow. But I'll tell you what, though. Mank has been sticking around in my mind.
I liked Mank.
Like, hey, remember me? Yeah, First Cow is definitely a movie that I think it's going to be number one.
What about Tenet? Was Tenet up
Tenet
there?
is like, it's like 8 for me.
Where's Tenet for me? 8.
I
30.
Jeez.
Well, you hated Tenet.
Oh, I didn't hate it. I gave it 3.5.
Yeah.
I give every movie
3.5 out of 10?
No, out of 5.
Oh.
Letterboxd.
You see Hoobie Halloween?
No.
I've seen that. Goofy.
Maybe I'm just a fraud. I actually wanted to see that because when you included a clip from it in one of our reviews where the kid throws the axe at him, I was like, okay, maybe I could see why people enjoyed this. He's just a goofy guy, huh? How long have we been going?
I don't know. I'll take one more.
Take a
minute.
couple questions here. From Denzi Colon, will we ever get political soup?
We're ending off on that?
This question here from Drummer Man. Another question from Drummer Man. What's up, man? Fave genre, style of film. Personally, I like neo-noir and character studies. Favorite genre would definitely be sci-fi, because I think it's the genre you can get the most out of.
Yeah.
Mine's
And
horror, because I like being thrilled and scared.
That's sci-fi surreal.
Yes, exactly. Oh my God.
I know you better than you know yourself.
What the fuck?
Yeah, mine's kind of the same. I mean, it's...
As me or Bo?
Bo, what'd you say?
Did you give an answer?
Yeah, I said horrors. I like being scared.
Okay, but style?
Style.
Like what type of horror?
Style.
Like possession horror? Or...
Oh, okay, yeah. Possession. Because I believe in it, and it scares the shit out of me.
I'll buy that, yeah.
Like, I think The Conjuring is probably, that whole series is, my favorite horror of all time right now.
I love courtroom dramas, too. I love good courtroom drama. It's so fucking intriguing to me.
That is intriguing. Oh, wait.
I thought Chicago 7 was going to be a better one. Because I do appreciate the courtroom drama, but you need to watch Better Call Saul, man. What the hell
I know. I'm catching up. After Attack on Titan,
Don't watch
maybe.
movies.
I'm
Don't
gonna watch
TV.
Barry, Succession again.
Yeah, Barry. You should watch Barry.
It's coming.
I want to ask this question before it slips out of my head because I forgot it.
I saw you holding it.
I wanted to ask you guys a while ago and I forgot the fucking question. I
Don't
just
cut him
remembered
off. He
it.
needs to get this out.
Relax.
So I started watching John Adams' first episode of Courtroom Drama. I'm like, this show's sick.
Yeah, that's when he's defending the soldiers, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I never knew that. He defended the Boston Massacre people.
Have both you guys
Traitor.
seen Dr. Sleep?
He's such an asshole.
Dr. Sleep?
Yeah.
He's doing his duty.
Yeah.
How was it?
Yeah, we saw it in theaters together.
I didn't see it.
No, I saw it with you.
Oh, wow, look at that.
How was it? Because I want to watch that. Is there
Excellent.
anything like The Shining?
It was good.
Is it good?
No.
Different.
It's like if a little Shining flavor and a little Hill House.
Really?
Yeah.
I gotta
'cause
watch
it's the
that.
same guy.
All right.
But I think it's very respectful of that movie.
Yeah,
Sweet.
it really. And
Was
the
it-
book, kind of, too. It goes off of. I remember it being a little
Yeah, I
bit of
haven't
both.
read the book, but yeah. I heard
No,
that.
no, of like The Shining.
Right, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Each time I went past it with Elena, when we're getting ready to watch a movie, she had never seen The Shining, and she's not really into it. So I passed it, and I never got back to it. I want to.
Well, that's something that I think she would like Dr. Sleep more than The Shining.
Yeah, but she won't watch The Shining.
But
I tried it.
Yeah, watch Dr. Sleep with her.
Yeah.
She may want to go back. But you'll like it. It's very good.
That's on the slate tonight.
All right, well, the podcast is done. Podcast slate is empty. But we will be returning next week. Thank you guys for listening and joining us today. Leave your comments down below. And yeah, for Aaron the Nerd Suit Monkey and Teddy, I am Bo Oliver.
Well, follow us on TikTok.
Oh yeah.
Follow us on TikTok. Yeah, I'm going to bust it down.
Nerd Soup TikTok.
Wait, what was that movie? Palm Springs. You want me to watch?
Palm Springs.
All right.
Yeah, Teddy would
Aaron,
like
you
that.
too.
Palm Springs and Dr.
I actually gave it like an 8. I really liked Palm Springs.
Okay, well, now I'm over me trying to one-up you, but it was a good movie, right?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, let's just talk about the movie. No, let's sign off for now. Nerd Soup Podcast. We're done. Peace. Well, would you look at that? It's finally over. Hey guys, Bo Oliver here for one final send-off. Now, before I beg you guys to like and share this video, I'd like to thank our very special Patreon pledgers. We are very proud of the community we've been able to build here at NerdSoup, and it would not have been possible without our Patreon supporters. You guys are the true MVPs of this channel. Everything I've said, you keep the fridge full, you keep the lights on. There aren't enough words to thank you guys, but we'll do it anyway. Thank you. And we have a few videos coming up that have been suggested to us by Patreon pledgers. My Hero Academia, Neon Genesis Evangelion, and Full Metal Alchemist will be reviewed by Marissa, and yours truly, and Castlevania, which will be reviewed by Marissa and Aaron. And if you'd like to consider donating to our Patreon page, you can visit patreon.com/nerdsoup and check out some of the rewards we offer to our listeners. And really, we'd like to thank everyone who takes the time out of their day to watch our videos. Patreon pledger or not, your support is what keeps us motivated to keep giving the world our opinions on movies and TV shows and video games and pop culture, even though no one asked for it. We're still here, we're still yapping, and we hope you continue to join us. I'm Bo Oliver, and I support this message.